Packing for the journey. The three friends got together all the things to be taken on the journey and met in the evening to pack. They got a big bag for clothes and a couple of hampers for the foodstuff and cooking utensils. They moved the table up against the window, piled everything in a heap in the middle of the floor, and sat round and looked at it. The author said that he would pack as he rather prided himself on his packing abilities. George and Harris readily agreed. George put on a pipe and spread himself over the easy chair, and Harris cocked his legs on the table and lit a cigar. This irritated the author, as he had meant to supervise George and Harris do the packing. The author did not say anything and started the packing. After he had finished and sat on and strapped the bag, Harris reminded him about the boots. He opened the bag, packed the boots in, and just as he was about to close it, a horrible thought occurred to him. Had he packed his toothbrush? He turned everything out and rummaged the things up into a mess. Finally, he was able to find his toothbrush inside a boot and repacked once more. He slammed the bag and strapped it, but found that he had packed his tobacco pouch in it. He had to reopen the bag and get it out. The bag got finally shut at 10:05 p.m. Since there was less than 12 hours left for the journey, George and Harris thought that the author should rest, and they packed the hampers. George and Harris started by breaking a cup. Then Harris packed the strawberry jam on top of a tomato and squashed it. They had to then pick up the tomato with a teaspoon. George trod on the butter. Things had become quite interesting, and so the author came over and sat on the edge of the table and watched them. This made them nervous and excited. They packed the pies at the bottom, put heavy things on top, and smashed the pies in. They upset salt over everything. They tried to put the butter inside the kettle. It wouldn't go in, and what was in wouldn't come out. They did scrape it out at last and put it down on a chair. Harris sat on it, and it stuck to him, and they went looking for it all over the room. George finally found the butter, and they packed it into the teapot. The packing was done at 12:50 a.m. Harris sat on the big hamper and said he hoped nothing would be broken. They were ready for bed and went upstairs.